is knowing what I'm doing the next day. Like last night, let me give you an example. I had to wake up at 5. Okay. You day number 2, where all of your dreams are going to come true if you continuously come back. Okay. Let me tell you something. 9 out of 10 times, you aren't going to want to do something. That's what I found, at least. And I always think to myself, Michelle, it's not about what you want, it's what you need to do. Okay, so I want you to remember that the biggest thing that I do every single night, one of my biggest tips in the entire world, is knowing what I'm doing the next day. Like last night, let me give you an example. I had to wake up at 5:30 in the morning to do some personal development. I knew that at 7 a.m. I was going to be live for the breakfast show. I was going to attend a class at 9 a.m. I was going to come home and try to shower, not sure what happened. And I was going to start a training from 12 to 1 and now 1 to 2. So you need to know like that this week, this is number one priority, right where you are at, because you don't want to miss out on one aha moment. So welcome back. Day number 1. I'm dying to know, what did you learn? In the comments, like, what did you learn? Maybe you've been in the profession for like 6 years and you're like, it never clicked. Because I had so many of those moments in my life where I was like, why didn't this click sooner? It wasn't meant to click sooner. So I would love to know in the comment section not only what you learned for the challenge. Did you go ATM 10 people? And if you didn't go ATM 10 people, did you go invite 10 people? Because that's how you ATM more. Hey, I'm totally curious. I have this thing that has helped me in so many ways. You seem like someone to put your health first like me, or your money first like me. If I were to share with you a 90-second video that explains it in the science better than I can, would you take a look? Did you reach out and say, hey, totally curious? Do you currently keep your options open to making money? I don't typically ask, but I looked at your profile and you're such a positive person. So there is no, I don't have anyone to ATM. How many friends do you have on your friends list? Have you reached out to every single one of them? Remember, you're a consultant. So maybe you need to look at yourself as the person who does refinances. What if you didn't know that you could save $500 a month unless that person reached out to you with a miracle in their mouth? Hey, Michelle, I'm curious if you keep your options open when it comes to refinancing your house and saving $500 a month. If I were to share something with you, would you take a look? You're just looking for a yes or a no. You got to stop. The self sabotaging of who do I reach out to, the self sabotaging, you reach out to each person on your friends list 10 times. Yeah, you reach out, you invite, you follow up, you redirect the conversation. Now there's a promo, you reach out again. You follow up again, you redirect the conversation. Sooner or later, it's going to be the right time. Sooner or later, you're going to be so persistent that they are going to start to believe in your thing because you can't stop reaching out about it. So don't be that person who reaches out once. Don't be that person who doesn't follow up. And if you did the challenge, I want you to put in the comment section, what positive changes did you see from it? Okay, we're ready to get into day number 2. Me and Mr. Melton, we're behind the scenes putting together this amazing slideshow for you so that when you see these things and when you go back to it, if you got VIP, did you get VIP? Because just a little tip, when I used to do this, I used to like save it and I used to watch it on a Zoom and invite my team to come watch it. And sooner or later, the momentum of the team, people started to want to listen to other people besides me and my dreams started coming true. So if you're not in the VIP, you need to drop VIP. You have this forever. You can listen to it while you're driving. I usually listen to trainings, I'd say probably like 3, 4 times. And it's my personal development sometimes. So launching your business using the ATM system. What does ATM stand for again? Add, tag, message. Think about how duplicatable your business is going to be when you can tell someone that you have that system in place. Listen, what do? I teach you how to show up on social media through curiosity, where people are basically like, what do you do? Or what is it? And when they say, what is it? I ask them if I were to share something with them that explains it better than I can, would they take a peek? They say yes, I do the ATM, add tag message. Next slide. What is your number one initiative? Number one initiative when it comes to someone who you're reaching out to see if they're open to your product or your opportunity. The number one initiative to see if they're open. And if they're not open, why is it that they're not open? Before you launch, so you haven't even, you know what? If you haven't done any of these steps, feel free to do them. People who are in my business with me now, or customers that are in my business now, I've been in the industry 6 years. I didn't even know last year. So there's tons, there's billions and billions and billions and billions of people out there. Okay. That viral post you're one step away from. But just like the lottery, if you don't play the lottery, you can't win. If you don't show up and do the things that successful people are doing, you can't have that success. And that success isn't just not right now. That success isn't just, gosh, I look back on my memories, 3, 4 likes, 2 comments. What happened? I never gave up. Those 2, 3 people are you reaching out to? Every heart, every like, every thumbs up, every person on your stories, have you touched them? Had a conversation with them in the last 7 days? In the last 30 days, have you invited them to something? Okay. So expose your best contacts to the opportunity before everyone else. Okay. So before you go off and have your warm market or your cold market, I mean, your warm market's a little bit different than, you know, the best contacts that you have in your back pocket when you think of someone like, oh, shoot, she's a hairstylist. Oh, shoot, she's, a realtor. Oh my gosh, like these people are in the business. They're doing this. Like, think of those people. Just reach out. Hey, I'm curious. I have this thing I'm currently working on. I help a lot of realtors do the exact same thing that I'm doing. If I were to share a video with you that explains it better than I can, would you take a look? Hey, I have this thing, like tons of people that, go to the gym that you go to, they're using it, they love it. If I share it with you, would you take a peek? Yeah, great. I'm going to add you to a group, tag you in something that explains it better than I can, and send you, that's it. They're not going to say no. Okay. Introduce them to the product opportunity, your upline, which your upline is a very important thing. This is something that we'll get more into when we dive more into this training, and get them in your ATM group. I know some of you who are like ATMing your face off might not think you need to get them in the group. Even if you're keeping something in the chat or you have some testimonials or some videos, remember that ATM group it's literally a pipeline. So when the new product comes out, you can't just personally message every single person. So invite them into the group, get them into the group. And if you want to keep some of it in the DM, yes, you can, but get them into that group. Send them an invite. Next, pre-launch scripts. Okay, so you haven't launched. What can I say to these people? Go through your numbers, go through your phone. You have these contacts for a reason. Like Eric Worre would say, is okay, go through your whole phone, message every single person, go to your friends list, go to your followers list on Instagram, message every single person. He made me do that once, and I did. Hey, I'm launching something new and I'm really excited about it. If I were to share some information with you, would you be open to taking a look? If not, no big deal. Okay. Another example. I hope you're having a great day. I'm just curious. I'm working on something now and I'm so excited because the average person can earn around 1,200 a week doing this, 10xing their results when it comes to weight loss. And I'm curious, if I were to share information with you, would you take a look? So there's 2 different ways there. If they can't make $1 to $200 a week, sorry, not $1,200 a week, $1 to $200 a week, okay, doing this, or their results when it comes, 10xing their results when it comes to weight loss. And I'm curious, if I were to share information with you, would you take a look? Okay, so those are examples. You can screenshot those. Okay, you'll have lifetime 12 months access to these types of things. So don't waste your time if you do VIP. Next, getting into now when they say yes. A lot of you don't know what to say. What is your product? What is your service? I know some of you are in the VIP chat, and what's amazing is you can sit here and bounce ideas off of me and John. You can say, listen, my service is in finances. Listen, my service is in this. What do I say? We can come up with that, and that one pivot will change your business forever. So for me, then you say, yes, great. I'll add you to a group where there's a video that explains it better than I can. When you're in, give me a thumbs up. Make sure that you put my first and last name for the person who invited you to the group. Curious, do you have current health goals? Weight loss, reverse aging, more energy, or all of the above? So you're still asking them a question. Maybe your services of finances. What are you currently looking for when it comes to your finances? Are you looking to save more money? Are you looking to pay off debt? Are you looking for a lower interest rate? Next. So the ATM system, which we went over a lot yesterday, so we don't have to sit here because there's a lot of information today and John has a lot of good recap. So you connect, okay? You add, you're connecting with your network of people. I don't care if you haven't talked to so-and-so in 7 years. Would you rather reach out to so-and-so and be like, hey, Brittany, how are you? It's been 7 years. What have you been up to? What's new? Or does that feel gross and you'd rather just go up to her and be like, hey, Brittany, I know it's been like 7 years, but I'm curious. I have this thing that's helped me in many ways. If I were to share it with you, would you take a peek? You're a positive person. Or I don't typically ask everyone, but something like that. So tag and then message. So just remember ATM, you add them to a group. What are they interested in? Is it money? If they're interested in both, what would you do? Yeah, you'd add them to both ATM groups. I have a Live Clean group. I have a social retail group. They're interested in both. I'm adding them to both the groups. Next. Why? You're brand new. Welcome to 2024. Make sure, like Nadia would say, smile while you still have teeth. You're new. We all start at new. Don't compare yourself to how does Michelle do this? Like, I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing this until over time, 6 years, never giving in, never not showing up day after day after day after day after day. I got better at it. I built confidence. So you can't compare if you're like stopping, starting 1 month you're on, you can't compare it to someone else. Took John 7 years to make his six figures. Okay. What if for me it took me longer? What if for me it took me shorter? You can't compare yourself to someone else. It's the thief of all joy. Okay. Demonstrate the simplicity of the system by leveraging other people's stories. How easy. You're a realtor. I'm going to search realtor in the group. You can literally search in a group for our products. Like you can search hypothyroidism, you can search diabetes, you can search. So all you have to do is you go in there and you tag it. And that's why everyone's testimonial is very important to make sure that it's in the group. Okay. So you're leveraging this. Okay. Why you're leveraging this along with group chats, if you see the very top, is because you are brand new. Okay. The system shows them that they can do what it is that you're doing. So if you reach out to someone and they say yes to you about a product or a service, all you have to do is say, awesome. Do you have current health goals? Or awesome. What do you currently do for a living? Let them answer. Start the three-way chat. Don't ask them. John never asks. I never ask. I have people I train this on and they're like, I just ask them. It's like, why would you ask them? Hey, Brittany, I want to introduce you to my friend Michelle. She's been doing this a lot longer than I have. She's extremely successful and she's very, very good at helping me every step of the way. Michelle, this is Brittany. Meet her. She's a current nurse anesthetist and she wants to make she's open to taking a look at additional stream of income. Now you have third-party validation. Use your upline. I love that I tell everyone on my team to literally message me, text me when someone says yes, and like 5 people do. But it's okay. Sooner or later, I think they'll be like, okay, I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall. Let's use third-party validation. They can go to my wall. They can see my voice. They can see, I'm one step ahead of the person who just joined, right? So I wanted to introduce you to my friend. Here's an example. Name, she's a positive person. I'm super freaking excited. She's taking a look at blank. Name, these are some of the ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly what I say. So go to ChatGPT, talk about your people, have them rephrase it, but this is what I say. Name of leader and name of leader told me they like money and they were looking into. So these are the people and read that. So you leverage the group chat. Once they're in that group chat, don't just let people go back and forth and what's going on and why. That's what I used to do. This person isn't closing. Write this down. You have closing questions. The second John comes into a chat and shares his story, the second I ask the person who's in the chat with John, hey, Brittany, so how much extra per month would make this worth it to you? $200. $200 a month would make this worth it to you? We can definitely help you with that. Would you say that you're positive, coachable, and willing to grow? Yeah. Awesome. Because if not, it wouldn't be a good fit for you. But if you are positive, if you are coachable, if you are willing to grow, we can show you every step of the way and help you earn that additional $200 per month. So the next step would to get you started yourself on a few of our products. We want you to fall in love with them. You don't have to hold inventory or anything like that. But I'm going to teach you how to show up on social media through curiosity marketing so that your friends and family, or if you don't want to do your friends and family, people are like, what are you using? Knocking on your door. So that being said, there's a couple ways to get started. Are you open to me sharing those with you right now? If not, when is a better time? Yeah, share them with me. Here's the options you can do. Good, better, best. This is what I did. Here are the graphics. What would you like next steps to be? And how soon do you want to get started? And keep following up with that person and following up with that person and following up every week until you close them or until they tell you a date that is better for them to for sure start. Next. Leveraging group chats, the product. Okay. Once they tell you their goal, you enter it below and create a three-way chat with your upline and them inside of it. So people do this all the time. Hey, Michelle, this is my friend Michelle. She's lost 30 pounds. Or, hey, Brittany, this is my friend Michelle. She's lost 30 pounds on these products and she's been here a long time and knows her stuff. I figured it would be useful to throw her into a chat. Michelle, this is Wendy. Her goal is blank. Do you want to know what happens now? Now I can train the person on my team ATM because I can go in there and I can validate, hey, Brittany, listen, we can for sure help you with that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add you into a group that explains this better than me and Brittany can, along with some testimonials that are literally game changing. Add into the group, enter Brittany's first and last name, shoot me a thumbs up so I know that I can go in and tag you because I can't tag you unless you're in the group. Now she can go to my wall. Now she's getting validation. Now I'm showing my person on my team how I do this and that I'm not doing anything crazy behind closed doors. It's all on my boards like, hey, Brittany, this is what I said. If you go to boards under flow for ATM, you can see it right here. Next, they're in the group. These are the 2 videos I tagged them in when they want to lose weight. Here's the testimonials I tagged them in. You tag by doing, I literally videotape myself, video record. Didn't know if you could do that. Didn't know if you knew that. I video record while talking, recording myself. I show them that video. I now say, you go do it. Once you do it, take this verbiage, look at message 3 in the ATM flow, copy it and paste it in the chat with me. Usually the person comes back with an objection. Now I, who have experience, can overcome that objection versus the person who's new would get discouraged and let them just fall off like your fish just fell off the hook. We don't realize that they don't have enough information or we have not given them a big enough solution to a problem that they are facing. It's just not right now or redirection. And what is it that's not a good fit? They need to think about it. You need to have posture. No problem. I'm really busy helping people get started. What information are you missing or lacking to make a decision one way or the other? Next. Marketing is a passive way to get people to reach out to you. Remember that. Think curious. Think marketing. Okay, it's a passive way. People can be like, what is that? Oh, that's cool. Prospecting is an active money making activity that you should be doing every day. You should be reaching out to people every day. Like, again, if you're like, oh, it's the same people on my stories, great. Those same people on your stories, you've touched every single one in the last 7 days. You've started a conversation. You've gone to their wall and been like, hey, I saw you got a new puppy. It's freaking adorable, and had a conversation go back and forth. You've asked ChatGPT to help guide you in that conversation. You've invited that person to something in the last 30 days, or has it been 45 days? Hey, Brittany, I know timing is everything. I wanted to reach out. I'm starting this thing that's literally helped me in so many ways. I'm curious if I were to share it with you, if you take a peek, or I'm using this thing. If not, no big deal. How you doing? Okay, you did and you didn't follow up. You're going to follow up. Okay, I know last time I spoke to you, you were doing X, Y, and Z. I wanted to circle back, curious what positive changes you're seeing and feeling. That's awesome. Good for you. I bet you're performing better in life and in your job. By the way, what do you do for work? Have a conversation. Okay, so there's a difference, marketing versus prospecting. Both need to be done, and both need to be done on a consistent basis. Prospecting is number 1, but you can't really do the prospecting without the marketing. Next, curiosity marketing. Okay, so when you start, I love the, oh my God, I did a thing. I have every one of my new people come on after I have them watch a welcome video. I tell them, like, listen, I have 7 steps to launch you. I'm not sending you the next step until you come back and tell me you did the first step. There's only so much I can drag. Like, I literally spoon feed step 1. It's going to take you 25 seconds. Come back and let me know you did it. Here's step 2. Step 4 is a launch post. Oh my God, I did a thing. Crap myself pants. I'm super freaking excited, with like a picture of like smiling. Okay. Like, what is it? People are hearting. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for you. Now you have people that you can reach out to and be like, hey, listen, I started this thing. I'm trying to better myself, better my life, help provide more to my family financially. And I'm curious if I were to share information with you, if you take a peek. If not, no big deal. I'm super excited. Sure. What are you interested in? The money, the products, or both? Asking that question. So live video launch. If you haven't done this and you're watching this, like, I recommend you do it. Go talk about why you're doing what it is that you're doing. Even if you started yesterday. Listen, I found this thing. I've been struggling with massive amounts of debt. And I found that if I could literally plug into a system, it's going to take me a little bit of some skill set to learn it. But I've been told, and I know the more you do something, the better you get at it. Just like a kid with walking. They don't walk perfect in the beginning, but the more they walk, the more perfect they become. And that's how I look at what it is that I'm doing. And it's going to help me chip away at this debt. And in 5 years, that debt, if I keep doing this, can be paid off. So talk about it. And then at the end of it, you have a call to action. If I were to share with you, after hearing this, if you have a little bit of a tug at your heart or a little bit of curiosity, if I share with you a 7-minute video that explains it, would you watch it? If so, drop video in the comments. You're too nervous to get in the comments, just send me a message saying video. I'm more than happy to share it with you. If it's a good fit, awesome. If it's not a good fit, there's no big deal, but at least you know what you're saying no to. Okay. Curiosity spoon post. Love it. I also make them do this. And literally, this is something that's been around for like 8 years in the company that I'm a part of, and I still do it. So basically, it's a really good way to show up. How can you show your product? What is it? You can tell me and I can help you come up with an idea. Like, is it, lipstick, and you put like, mine is a liquid something, and I put it on a spoon and I put like these balls on top of it. And all I say is like, supposedly this is award winning. Supposedly it has 25 nominee awards. It's supposed to blast fat, inhibit fat storage, shrink fat cells, and improve your muscle tone. I didn't say it. It's backed by science through clinical studies. I can't wait to try it. If you're not open to trying it or you don't want to know what it's about, don't rain on my parade. I'm starting to put myself first. If you are interested, drop a heart in the comment section and I'll send that information to you. Okay. Something like that, or even just putting on there, like, I dropped 5 pounds in 10 days. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. This is a game changer. Okay. With the spoon, you're not giving anything away. I don't want to see your company name. Okay. Share your story, longer text post. You can do that as well. Next. Oh my God, I did a thing example. How easy. It's brilliant. Even if it's a new product launch. Oh my God. What the news that I was just shared is going to be such a game changer in so many ways and in so many lives. People are going to heart it. People are going to thumbs up it. People are going to like it. Next. 3D Facebook Live launch, which I didn't have an option when I came in. John's like, let's go. But it's scary. It's scary, right? And there's 2 ways you can do this, which we're going to go through both. One, the next time your products come, if you haven't done this, I encourage you to do it. If you want to become better, or you're like, I want to have the money that this girl's making, you're never going to just become better at it by sitting and watching someone do it. You have got to take the courage and the action steps to say, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go live tomorrow at 8:00 a.m. in my kitchen. I'm going to do this. And then tomorrow, I'm just going to go live the next day in my bedroom at this time. You just have to set it up and do it, and know that 9 out of 10 times you're not going to want to do it. Okay. Facebook Live launch formula. Next. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to share 3 to 5 reasons why you got started. Write down right now. Why did you get started? Why? I love freedom. I like flexibility. I like that I can wake up in the morning and work from 4:00 in the morning until 8 a.m. if I wanted to, versus going in from, 7 a.m. to 1 at a job. I love the fact that I'm helping people replace toxic products in their home with non-toxic products. I love the fact that, like, I don't have to go to meetings or in-home parties. I don't have to do lives if I don't want to, or create reels. Do not mention the name of your company ever. I don't want to see the label, and I don't even want it like common, like, you know what I mean? Like, have it like where you're nonchalant, holding it in your hand or talking about it, and you're like, I got this thing. So this right here is backed by science through clinical studies. It does have polypeptides inside of it. I'm really looking into, as I'm older now, not just clean. I'm just giving you an example, but I'm also looking into the science behind things and the clinical studies. There's a lot of stuff out there. I've done a lot of research. In looking into this, I found, okay, not only is the science and the clinical studies attractive, but I can try it for 30 days, money back guaranteed. And if I don't see some type of positive correlation or change, I can move on to the next thing. So there's an example. I didn't show anything. You have no clue what it is. I'm talking. Just have some little bit of points. Okay. Do not mention the company name. Talk about the benefits of the product opportunity. Provide a call to action. If you're like, oh my gosh, this kind of sounds intriguing to me, I want to encourage you to hit the follow button, comment below sell proof, and I'll share a 90-second video with you along with hundreds of testimonials of what a game changer it is. Okay, 5 to 10 minutes, your link should be. Potential video title, big announcement, time for a change. Or this is about to blow your freaking mind. Or what I'm about to share with you is going to have your rock your socks off. Or what I'm about to tell you about skincare is going to be a game changer. What I'm about to tell you about reverse aging. What I'm about to tell you about making more money. How about you have a miracle? I have a miracle. And if I was too shy to go live and share it with you, I would be selfish. That's what I say now. Like, what's her miracle? And she's shy. Aw. Next. Unbox your new products. So fun. Yes, you can do this in a way where you don't show. So you get a delivery, you take that knife. You're like, oh my gosh, what I'm about to share with you has me so excited that my cheeks are rosy. Okay. So you can go to Chat GPT. Once you get a hook that is good, you can go there and be like, dude, this hook that says how I dropped 2 pounds in 7 days blew up. But how can I rephrase that hook so I don't have the same one on every single one? Tell me to give me 20 examples, it will. Okay, talk about the benefits, what the product does, and why you are excited about it. What is unique about your business? Think back about what your mentor said. Think back about the video that you watched. What did you like best about that video? That's most likely what you're going to be sharing. Okay, share what your goal is. What is your goal? My goal, was I had skin cancer. I wanted to come in and do more of a holistic approach to getting rid of the scar, getting rid of the acne scars that I had because the medication they were putting me on might have been a correlation to why I got skin cancer on my face because I was exposed to the sun. Something like that. Just figure it out for you. You don't know how? Talk to your Chat GPT. Tell them your life circumstances, and they will come back with you on a way that you can put a spin on it, but don't try to sound scripted. Be nervous. The first thing I do when I get on stage now, which it still makes me nervous as can be, I probably did it like 5 times, is I just get out there and say, I'm really nervous. Like, I'm really nervous. I don't know why I go live, but this is just different for me. And I kind of take a big, deep breath and it kind of helps. And I really do. Like right now, I envision myself. I just look at myself the whole time. Like on Zoom, I don't even look around at people because it's a distraction. I just talk and I'm not even going to lie because I don't lie. I imagine all of you just sitting there butt naked and I'm just talking. I don't know why. It makes it feel like someone taught me that in high school. I used to suffocate when I had to talk. I used to skip school. So I'm telling you that anything you do over time or any skill that you need to do this business, you can do by doing it. And it'll get easier and easier and easier. It actually doesn't get easier. You actually get better at it. Okay. So potential video title, it's finally arrived. Let the fun begin. Something like that. Make sure you have a title. Call to action. If I were to share with you, it's a 90-second video of the reason why I said yes to this specific supplement, these specific products. Would you be open to taking a look? And if the answer is a yes, drop in the comments. And then all you have to say is, hey, I saw your comment. I'm super excited to be in your inbox. If I were to share with you that 90-second video, when would you be able to for sure watch it? Okay. Add, tag, message. There's no, oh my God, it made my face this. Oh my God, you're going to love it. Ugh, word vomit. No. Next. Wow. Share what results you've gotten on the products already. And if you haven't, that's okay. There are people like John who are 7-figure earners, very, very, very successful, multiple 6 figures a month, who have not had results with weight loss. And guess what? He sells weight loss every day because the CEO of Huggies Diapers is not walking around in that diaper, but he has the brand. What brand does your company have? What makes you stand? I'm backstage. Now I'm in the show. Okay. So you need to figure it out what it is that you are doing. Okay. Because you need to have those points of why you are with that company and the benefits. And if you can't figure it out, why don't you ask? Why don't you ask a group of people, like inside of a group, inside of an ATM chat, inside of anything that you're a part of with the company, and say, what are 3 reasons why you are with this specific company? Maybe you need those examples. I'm an example person. I hate when someone's like, okay, go do this, go do that, go do this, go do that, and goodbye. Like, can you show me an example? Like, going saying and doing this is really easy. I don't want to go do this and then I'm doing it wrong the whole time. Just give me one example to work from. And that's something I'll always meet you halfway with. Next, spoon post examples. We already talked about. Can you go back one more, actually? Sorry. So for the video, wow, this can work for business results or product results. It can literally be like, hey, listen, on a story, and then you can turn it into a reel. I just got a Dunkin' Donuts before because I needed to get like pumped up and fired up and jacked up for you. I love getting a unsweetened almond milk. John and Nadia actually got me into it. Unsweetened almond milk latte with cinnamon on top of it. Oh, it's to die for. Gosh, they're so amazing. They've introduced me to like so much amazingness, huh? You too. So this can be business related. I can literally be like, hey, I can't believe 6 years ago, I couldn't afford to buy a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And today, real story, not only did I get a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, but I paid for the car behind me. I'm so grateful I said yes. You just started yesterday. How about once a week on Mondays, Money Monday? You're like, it's crazy to think that last week I had no plan and action to pay off $20,000 in debt. And today I'm actually focusing a plan where each and every day, by doing what it is that I'm doing, I'm chipping away at that debt. I'm so grateful I said yes. What if you do that every Monday? What about every Friday? We think of fantastic Friday, like results like, I can't believe that 6 years ago I had skin cancer and my face looks like literally a ladder was going down my cheek. And today it's barely even noticeable. I'm so grateful with a picture of like your product sitting on your hand in a spoon and you getting ready to put it on. Or you just showing the picture of it. What if that was every week? But is it? Okay, video length 3 to 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. 90 seconds. John will say, you go live for 2 minutes. What I just taught you, take it and go live. Take it and go live for your team. Take it and be like, I just got off this live with this crazy chick who's in Michigan, and she talked about this, and this, and this is what I'm going to do with it, and this is what she did with it. There we go. Next. So there's the spoon post example. And you can screenshot that and zoom in. I love it. Maybe you have referral, maybe you have something, you can come up with something for this, for your business, for a launch. Just think about it. What can you do? I know that sometimes when you see something, you're like, well, Michelle, that's not I don't have that product. But I'm telling you right now that we can think outside of the box and come up with a way that you can show up with your product through a post like this. We 100% can. So don't try to get discouraged when you feel right now like you're like, there's so much to do and I don't even know where to start, or I didn't do any of this. Break it up into bite-sized chunks and remind yourself that you're getting uncomfortable. Just like when you go to the gym and you're sore, you can't control that soreness. That soreness is growing. You're either growing and moving the needle forward in your business or you're not. And staying stagnant is doing nothing for you. Next. Rock your video broadcast checklist. Woo woo! Probably should screenshot this. Just freaking do it. You guys, 9 out of 10 times you're not going to want to do it. 9 out of 10 times I don't want to wake up in the morning. How bad is that? Okay. 9 out of 10 times when I go brush my teeth, it's the biggest pain in my you know what. But you create habits. And if you're not planning ahead, like again, Friday night, I had to make sacrifices this weekend because Saturday in Port Huron, Bella has a game an hour and a half away. Then an hour and a half later, she has another one. Then we fly home to drive 30 minutes away to a bonfire with one of Jeff's friends' reunion. I got to get my butt up to do my power hour. No joke, at 6 o'clock to 7, 7 to 8, I will be live. And 8:30 to 9:30, I will be at a gym. And in between her games, I will be walking. Like I already know what I'm doing and I can work in the car. Your day should be planned like that. You just winging it is a 75% chance none of it will happen. You actually saying it and having this checklist and having it planned out will make your body so much more into it and so much more likely to show up. Approach live broadcasting like you're talking to your best friend. Act like you're talking to no one. Just smile, look in the screen like I'm doing right now, and literally talk. Okay. If you want, like I have a cardboard box in front of me. Sometimes I have little points with a pen, like bring this up, so I don't get, and tell people you're nervous, but show your face. Don't show up and be like, oh, look at my water timer's going off. It says water is how you burn fat, drink water. Okay, so let's drink 15 Mississippis. I don't have a water bottle. I have hairspray. Probably not going to drink that, but don't worry, I will do it. Okay. So look at the camera dot. Okay. So the camera dot is here. If I'm looking down here at myself, you're going to be like, what is she looking at? So just look at the camera dot. Also clean it. I don't know if you know, but like in the front of this, it's so dirty. Like you have to just take something and scrub it. And then on the back of it as well, every time you take a photo, go do it right now. And I bet you anything, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I learned something new today. Thank gosh for the ATM. Okay. Next, branding yourself versus your company. It gives you edge. It gives you spunk. It gives you curiosity. It gives you being charismatic. Like, you don't want to sit here. You want to be unique in your own way where people are to the point like, what is that? Dude, what is this? She shows up. She obviously loves it. What is that crap she puts in her breakfast every morning? What is this thing he's doing to save money? What is it? It's killing them. They're waiting for you to reach out to them. They're waiting for you to not convince them and persuade them, but to let them know that all those times they've seen that is because you actually have a solution for them, but they're not ready to say yet. Don't let someone else be their yes. You got to continuously know that it's invite, follow up, redirect, invite, follow up, redirect. You don't have an invite? Create one. I'm doing a 5-day make $100 a week challenge for free. Would you like to be a part of it? I'm doing a 3-day water challenge where you figure it out, run it yourself. Next. Oh, wait, go back. Number 2, you build your own credibility as an expert. Okay. I got really good at talking about losing weight, talking about improving muscle tone by doing it. You know, John used to see me, and you probably used to see me show up on live just 2 years ago with a curtain behind me, literally reading from a script like, this is this and this is that, and trying to be perfect. And then I'm like, you know what? Why do I got this screen behind me? Why do I do my hair? Like, I'm a poor human being where, like, I'm rushed around. Sometimes it's like, do this or take a shower later. Like, that's okay. What are you prioritizing? Okay, you're going to get credibility the more you become good at what you do, and the more people who start to follow you. And the more you are seen, the more that takes you to the next point. People know, like, and trust you. They're not buying your product, they're not buying your company, X, Y, and Z. They're buying you. They believe in you. They know you. They like you. You are the reason why they said yes to something. Okay. So if they don't have customer reviews to be looking at, but they're following you, every drip campaign that you did, which means showing up on your stories, being consistent with showing curiosity post every week, being consistent with showing curiosity post around your business every week, the more that cup is filled, it gets to a point where it's so filled, it starts to tip over and they're now ready. Okay. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. It's just common sense. So if you're not having those conversations, it's invite, follow up. Hey, Brittany, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday. What's a typical Tuesday look like for you? Hey, Brittany, happy Friday. Oh my gosh, TGIF. What plans do you have this weekend? Not do you. Stay away from closed-ended questions. Okay. Again, Chat GPT. I want to reach out to 10 people today. I want to start a freaking conversation with them, and I want this conversation to keep going until it's the right time for me to even pivot towards my health and wellness product, or the right time to pivot towards me showing them how they can make money online. Are you ready? Because this is about to blow up. And there you go, Chat GPT. But are you going to do it? Are you going to set aside 20 minutes tomorrow to do it when your alarm goes off at 5:30 a.m. because that's when you have to do it? Are you going to get up? Are you going to jump for joy of excitement? Like, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start building this legacy. I'm going to start making my dreams come true. I'm going to start doing what I say that I'm going to do. And my confidence is going to grow so much that the live videos and all the other BS is just going to fall into place. Every time you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, your credibility and your confidence is just literally deteriorating like a dead plant. And you think that one day of you picking that back up is going to have you just back to hitting the ground running? It's not. You have to rehab your mindset and rehab your credibility, just like a broken arm. You can't break your arm and 6 weeks later just be like, boom. You got to go through rehab. You got to strengthen it back up again. And the same is true with you. So push it for 90 days. Give it everything it takes. Have a plan, have action. Know when you're working this business. Have a goal to ATM a certain amount of people. And you know what? At the end of the 90 days, you see no luck, it's time to pivot something. It's time to be like, okay, something's not right, but you don't stop doing it for 90 days. Okay? Next, I get really excited. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just wholeheartedly. Set up your Facebook page. Choose your social media platform. Okay? Don't try to get good at everything. You're awesome at Facebook. Let's master Facebook. I say if you're going to be on social media, it's really easy to go to Instagram. Stories automatically post to Facebook. Post automatically post to Facebook. Even if you just stay away from one of them, you're still building credibility. And what if you're getting 2 followers a day? Upload the best photo of you. I don't want to see a river. Okay, I want to see you. I want to see bright. I want to see you smiling. Show your teeth while you still have them, like Nadia would say. And brand your cover photo to you. It's you and your family. It's you and your dog. It's you at the gym, whatever it is that you love. Okay? Provoke curiosity with your about section. I want you to go look at your about section. It should be a couple, and I want you to go talk to Chat GPT because this is how I did it. And I said, listen, this is me. This is me. This is my goals. This is my vision. This is my background. I need 2 sentences. It can't be more than 18 words. Provoking curiosity in my about section on Facebook. Can you please help me? Give me 20 examples. Which one speaks to your heart the most? Put it up. Provoke curiosity with your about section is something that's very important. And run your newsfeed like a TV channel. I don't want to go there and see that you're playing farmland. Okay, I'm going to scroll once. You don't attract me. I'm out like a light. Same with when you're scrolling your newsfeed. If there's something that's not there, like OMG or smiles or something that's like, oh, I don't want to see a page either. But when I go to your page, it should be value. You're entertaining, you're educating, you're empowering. I don't want to see farmland. I don't want to see Groupon. I don't want to see like all of that stuff in those games need to be hidden. And people who tag you in their crap, you should have your setting on there that they cannot even tag you or put something on your wall unless you approve it. Because when people start tagging you in their curiosity post on your team, and when people start tagging you in their spoon post, you don't want that all over your wall. So go to your settings, go to YouTube. Here's your little assignment. How do I, approve people who post on my wall instead of them just being able to post on my wall? I swear ChatGPT or Google or YouTube will show you how to do that. Okay? So run it like a TV channel. Next. Top reasons why people go to social media. This is interesting, right? 43% to stay in touch with friends. 41% to get information about a topic they are interested in. Wow. Do you think if you have something in the health and wellness or the beauty industry or the reverse aging or the energy industry, that's something that's a hot commodity? Are you sharing it? Are you showing up? Are you showing it for one day and then all of a sudden you don't show it for 4 months? You have to remember that you are a commercial. Last time I checked, the Domino's commercial that I saw today was the same one that I saw 4 months ago. Literally. Are they constantly changing things up? The human mind loves repetition. It likes persistence. It likes to know, like, wow, the more I see it, the more I want it. But guess what? I didn't want a pizza this afternoon. But last night when I was on the couch, there was just something about it. I wanted it. And because I saw it, I got it. What if they didn't see that when they went to your story? That's why every day you should be a commercial. Showing up through your stories with your personal development, showing up with what kind of food you eat, one meal, something in your house. People can know, like, and trust you. It's kind of like a reality TV show, and not one person in this world has the same DNA as you. That means your fingerprint, you're unique. You don't have to have the same stories as me. You're unique in your own way, in those stories of you and your house, and those stories of the food that you eat, and the animals and the personal development that you do is going to attract people to you. Maybe it's time for you to try to stop showing up and acting like someone else and attract your tribe. Next. Oh, no, wait. Fill up their spare time. They do it for 39%, which those 39% need to start doing. Like yesterday, I go to soccer. Bella's on a travel team. And I'm like, okay, I didn't work out. I got to work out. I got to run. But first, I need to get some things done. People in their car, like, sleeping. They're in their car just scrolling. I want to be like, hey, if I could show you how to, like, what are you doing? Are all your dreams coming true? It's just hilarious to me. We don't realize the time that we really could be going and filling it. I filled it with working out. I filled it with making sure that I had my content up in a post for the evening and that I win. I don't need to go stare at, there's so much time that you can sit there and just stare at your child playing soccer. And most times I get distracted by another human being. It's okay to prioritize yourself as much as you prioritize your kid. because you live for them, you breathe for them, you work for them, you make money for them. It's okay to take time to yourself, even if it's an hour a day for your business, and even if it's 45 minutes a day for your health. Find funny, entertaining content, 37%. Okay. In short, content that's interesting, educational, and or entertaining is going to make your prospects fall in love with you. Next, how to structure a curiosity story. Have a hook. What's a hook? I like examples. What I'm about to share with you about weight loss is literally going to blow your mind. What I'm about to share with you about wrinkles is literally going to be an absolute game changer for you. What I'm about to share with you about your debt is literally going to have you wishing you heard this sooner. Share the benefits and results. Okay. My name is Michelle Churchill Dworak, and I went from the most stubborn 180 pounds to 150 pounds in 5 months. But hold up, I struggled for 11 months to even drop an inch. It wasn't until I did boom, boom, boom. And if you're like, but how did you have 100 grams of protein? Hit the follow button. There's my CT call to action. Comment below protein guide for a guide that has helped me in so many ways. I don't have a guide. Want to know what I did? Hey, ChatGPT, I need a protein guide. I need you to give me a list of 15 foods that have at least 20 grams of protein. Go. Okay, I need to go to Fiverr and pay someone somewhere $8 an hour or whatever, $9, $10 an hour max to put together a booklet for me because I'm not going to waste my time doing that. And I can use it forever. Okay, you don't have weight loss. The hook. What I'm about to share with you about debt is absolutely going to blow your mind. My name is Michelle Churchill Dworak, and 6 years ago, I had over $60,000 in student loan debt. And today, I've successfully paid off every single penny, and I'm no longer paying interest. It wasn't until I found that if I had 3 to 4 hours a week, I could tap into a simple, duplicatable system from my phone from anywhere. If I was positive and if I was coachable. I'm not only excited that my first month I did $300 to $500 I put in my bank account, which was 500, but I've helped more people like you who stopped to listen to this video because they're in debt, be able to say yes to something they once financially couldn't say yes to, or they've said no to interest. If I were to share with you a 60-second video that explains what I'm talking about better than I can, would you watch it? Hit follow, comment below video. Keep saying this to yourself. Michelle says it so well. You know how many times I've been in my car driving thinking, have a hook. Look at it. I have on my thing, have a hook. What's my hook? I have examples so then I can start to think about it. Share the benefits and the results. What are they? What are my benefits? What are my results? Okay. How does it work? Have a call to action. Hit the follow button. Comment below. Why do you think I have 1 million followers? Not just for my health. There's people who give out just as much valuable information as I do, but they don't have it because they're not telling their people what to do, how to find you, how to get the valuable free information. Next. What should you post most of the time? 80% of the time, you want valuable content. Okay. Examples, educational, empowering, entertaining. Okay. Give them a recipe. High protein. Give them a recipe for menopause. Give them a recipe for perimenopausal. Give them a recipe for pre-diabetic. You know what I mean? Like, what can you relate to? Hypothyroidism. Okay. Empowering. Who's your favorite person in the world? If it's me, you should go to my wall and you should be like, okay, she said this today. I need to take this and go to Chat GPT and be like, hey, I can't plagiarize because I don't want to go to jail, but this speaks to me. I feel the exact same and this inspires me. Can you rephrase this for me and put up a background color and there you go. Entertaining, okay? You can put something like, what's entertaining? You could either do a live, you could either have I don't know, you got to figure it out. Like, I do really goofy stuff. Entertaining is something that maybe you can figure out. I think I need to go to Chat GPT and ask. Be a JJ. Stop overthinking it. Like, you're not going to get good at it, okay? Until you do it. Focus on the benefits, not the feature. Next. 80% value post ideas, milestones. Okay? Questions and people's opinions. If you ask once a week someone's opinion on something in your page, you will blow up. Every time I'm like, so what is your opinion on jeans? Is it bell-bottom jeans or is it straight jeans? Ask them. What is your opinion on movies? Is it going to the movie? Ask ChatGPT to give you 20 ideas for opinions. It'll blow your mind. There's one right there. We talked about curiosity. We talked about business curiosity. One's on Monday for money. One's on Friday for fantastic, for what you're seeing from your company. Now we have another one. How amazing. Okay. We have 3 now, opinions. We've got 4, 5, 6. We got 4 left. One's a quote that I'm going to take from someone who's inspiring me. Okay. Bring Joy family into it. Now I have a family post. We went to the cider mill. What'd you do this week with your family? I don't care if you went to, what'd you do? Did you just sit there and stare at each other? No, we had hockey. Okay, you discussed that. So this weekend was completely crazy. We had hockey. We left hockey. Adam had her in soccer. Soccer and her went here. We went to Dairy Queen with the team. Help me draft this into a Facebook post. The photo I'm using is of me in front of Dairy Queen with my husband, me, and my 2 kids. Okay, created. Before and after, so 80%. So now you have like one post you have to pull out of your rear end. Not hard, right? Next. What should you post some of the time? Okay, business related content, that's once a week. You have 100% in a week, okay? So that's like once a day or once a week out of 7. Tell them what's going on without saying everything that's going on. Okay, don't give it all away. Oh my gosh, my friend just messaged me that she's down 20 pounds in freaking 3 months. And I literally, it's just crap your pants news. That's it. Not she used this thing, this, and this. Your mindset should be if they want to find out more, they should reach out to you. Okay, next. 20% curiosity. We talked about this. Business, like, gratitude results, educate and nonchalant mention, story, your struggle, your solution, your result. What did you struggle with? What was your solution? Even if you dropped 3 pounds in a week or one day, like in a month, you struggled forever. You dropped 3 pounds. How? Okay. Your story's gratitude, pain point, solution. My name is Michelle Churchill Dworak. My background was in HR. I missed my child. I commuted 5 hours to week every single week. What I found was I literally could tap into a system for my phone if I wanted to just start off changing, stop repeating the same thing over and over again, which is insanity, and I could start building a massive business from my phone. You know, I'm not only excited that here I am 6 years in, I'm no longer an HR specialist, but I've helped other people who felt the same as me do the same. Okay, next. And now we have Mr. Melton who gets to come in, and now you're probably like, I'm going to fall asleep because it was kind of long, but he's going to fire it up even more for you. So Mr. John Melton, are you ready to recap all of the amazingness that we just discussed on day 2 of the ATM challenge? He's going to give you, okay, a challenge, which I highly recommend that you do, because I'm thinking one of these, if you do something really good and I see a lot of positive changes, there might be a free coaching call with Miss Michelle Churchill Dworak. So, John, welcome to day number 2.
What's up? You crushed it, as usual.
Look so tan and you're like glowing. You must have got your hairs trimmed.
No, it's just this awesome ring light. By the way, every single one of you should invest in a ring light because it's just a no-brainer if you want to get more attention. But Michelle, you crushed it, knocked it out of the park. I think everybody would agree that if they don't know what to do after this training, like they just weren't paying attention. Like this was phenomenal. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the bomb.com. Y'all listen, day 2, ATM challenge. Let us know in the comments, what was your biggest takeaway? What was one thing from this conversation? I'm sure there was like 10 or 20 or 30 or 40, but just one thing that you're like, I'm going to implement that today. Because here's the dealio. You have to admit that this is a lot of information. Some of what she talked about is like the everyday activities. Some of it is like when you're in launch mode or relaunch mode. Some of it is obviously for people that are a little more skilled or a little further along, right? And some of you are like, man, I just need to go back to like the basics. And I think that's why this conversation is so important, because we created these systems. We put together the ATM system. We created the 3DW launch system for you to go live and do your unboxing and, you know, have a conversation and share your why and use the scripts that she just went over and use these social media strategies and use ChatGPT. Like, this was years in the making. Don't expect to understand everything day 1, the first time you hear it, or the 10th time you've heard it, right? It's all about repetition, right? The mother of learning is repetition. So doing it consistently, day in and day out. You heard what Michelle said, right? She started off at suck. Embrace the suck. We all suck in the beginning. People say it all the time to me. I suck at video. I'm like, well, how many have you done? Like 6. I'm like, well, most of us suck at something we've only done 6 times, right? How many of you remember playing sports? Weren't you terrible when you first started playing? The truth is, in sports, it's different, because when you're 7 and you suck, everyone else on the team and everybody you're playing against is also 7. They all suck. When you get into this business, you compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10, and you get discouraged by that Comparitis is the thief of joy. You're going to get very discouraged if you try to say to yourself, well, I don't talk like Michelle. I can't do videos like John. I can't do what they do. We couldn't do what we're doing when we first got started. Not even close. In fact, when I got started 23 years ago, video technology like this, social media didn't exist. It wasn't even a thing. We had to just message people, or not message people, call people on the phone. I don't even think I sent text messages when I first got started. I don't even think that was a thing. We had to call people on the phone, hope they answer, kind of hoped they didn't answer, because if they did, then you're like, oh, hey, Daniel, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm good. You going to the party tonight? I was 21. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was just drinking and partying, drugs, right? Do you look at other ways to make money? Well, so it's like a pyramid thing, but it's like a legal one. And so it's a legal pyramid thing, but like, so basically, you're going to come to this meeting, learn how to make money, and then you're going to get residual income, and you're going to like invest in yourself and go to all these training events. They're called EPs, educational programs, and then you're going to pay a desk rent. I pay half desk rent. I pay for my phone bill. Then I also pay for Monster Job, and I get resumes, and I cold call them, and I invite them to this meeting, and then you have to learn how to do presentations. Can you imagine? Like, these are the things we did back in the old school day, buying and paying for resumes, desk rent, to pay for a landline. I think I had a cell phone, but I mostly used the landline. It was insane back then how hard it was. The cost, the recruiting concept was so weird, because you're basically either cold calling people or hitting up people you don't know that well, that like you met at school. You were 3 foot ruling it. So anybody within 3 feet of you that had a pulse, or you put a mirror under their nose, if it fogged up, that's a prospect. That's how we did it back in the day. What Michelle and I are teaching you and sharing with you is how to generate leads, sales. In fact, wait till you see the Friday training when we dive deep on the social media content creation and how to generate leads and build a following. And really, we took people like Michelle and encouraged her to share her story and show up with value and show up intentionally with purpose. Now, I would consider her an influencer. She has a bigger following than most people in network marketing. Now, you may not do it the way she does it. You figure out your thing, your niche. Who can you help? In fact, I was talking to a new social marketer on my team yesterday, Jackie, and she's like, figuring out her content and what direction she wants to go in. And I'm like, listen, the easiest people for you to talk to are other grandmothers, other people from where you're from that think like you think, that believe what you believe, people with the same religious views, or they have the same values. Like, it's so easy. Like, when I was in mortgages, I talked to other mortgage bankers and real estate professionals. And then I got back into network marketing and I had some success. And then a few years into it, I started having MLM PTSD. And eventually I left that company in 2013. And guess what? Most of my content and conversations was around my story. MLM PTSD, old school, offline, belly to belly, knee to knee, eye to eye, network marketing. And I told people what I didn't like, what I found that was better, and people related to me. Just like people relate to Michelle, just like people will relate to you if you get over yourself and you get over your fears, doubts, and insecurities. Because listen, most of us have that analysis paralysis, right? We're terrified of failure. We're terrified of embarrassing ourselves and what people are going to think about us. But believe me, whatever they're thinking about you, they already think about you. And they don't pay your bills. Last time I checked, you can't pay their bills with you can't pay your bills with their opinion. You can't pay your bills with their opinion. So why do you care? Block them, delete them, move on. So let's get into the recap, because I'm excited to wrap up this day 2 training with you. So you obviously learned some of the things you could do before launching to warm up the algorithm, to do some pre-launch conversations, right? Let people know you're launching something big before you share it with the world. You're reaching out to them, those key people. And then you want to leverage the ATM system, adding people to the groups, tagging them in the videos. In fact, group chats is something that a lot of you are skipping. I'm telling you, Michelle puts me in more chats than anybody else. This is why she recruits more people than anybody else. We tag team it. We answer questions. We're not pressuring people. We're just answering questions and steering them in the right direction based on their goals. She gave you the exact script she's using. We're also, for those of you that are VIP, we're going to upload this slide deck. Each slide deck is going to be uploaded into your Kajabi back office. So you have access to the recordings for a year, all this training, all this content, all this value. So not only should you be VIP, you should get your teammates to be VIP. We gave you curiosity post examples. We gave you the 3DW Facebook Live launch formula, right? Doing the why, what, wow videos. You know, look, I just got interviewed by a brand new social marketer that I enrolled last week. She went live, brought me on, had me talk about our company, our compensation, why this opportunity. You know, I answered her questions. All of you should be doing this. All of you should do unboxing videos. I love when Michelle also talks about, like, and she'll talk more about this on Friday, but like, record yourself taking your products every morning. Record yourself cooking. Like, you just don't realize everything is content. Stop being a content consumer and start being a content creator. She talked about how to set up your Facebook profile so that it's public and you can start generating leads and followers, how to structure a curiosity post, what to post on social media. I love the 80-20 rule, but everybody's going to have a different version of this. All right, you got to figure this out for yourself. The main thing is you got to think to yourself, does this either fit into the one of the 3 E's? Does this empower, entertain, or educate? Am I inspiring people? Am I empowering people? Am I giving them value? Am I teaching them something? Am I making them laugh, making them think? Are they enjoying my content? Are they enjoying what I'm sharing? And you might say, well, no one's enjoying it. No one's seeing it. You got to get better. Don't be bitter, get better. Don't be bitter, get better. Who's excited to be VIP? Who's excited to take action? We're going to challenge you now. You ready? I'm going to challenge you to either A, go out there and prospect 10 people for your business using these scripts, or 10 people for the products. If you want to be extra, I'm going to challenge you to do 20. How about you do 10 prospect or product conversations, 10 opportunity? Take a screenshot of this. Now, you might say, well, John, I don't talk like that, or do I have to use it word for word? Listen, I'm a big fan of just using the scripts in the beginning, because in the beginning, the things that come out of your mouth are brutal. You say things you shouldn't say, and you don't even realize it. You're triggering negativity. You're triggering people to say no, and you don't even realize it. Look, a lot of people have certain things they say that are a major deterrent if you're not like used to selling or marketing, or you're not a good storyteller yet. You're not good at follow-ups yet, which will also be training on that. I think on Thursday we do follow-ups and close. We'll get into a lot of details and strategy and scripts and how to creatively and effectively get people to say yes or start responding to you again if you're getting ghosted. Anyway, that'll be on Thursday. The point is, you really should use the scripts in the beginning, because you don't want to raise resistance. You want to raise curiosity. You want people to say, well, what is it? Tell me more. Yes, I'm interested, or I'm curious, or I'm open. What's the information that you're going to share? Or what's the product? What's the company? What's the cost? So this is where, again, you got to use the tools. So these are a couple great scripts. Listen, you don't have to use the scripts copy and paste either. You could do audio. You could always do audio. I love audio because people can hear your enthusiasm, your tonality, your excitement, and always incorporate your reason why, your personal reason. Why this company, why this product? Your personal reason, why you're doing this company, why you decided to start something new, and then also why this company, why this product. Does that help you? Who's excited? Who's up for the challenge? Again, either 10 reach outs about the products or 10 reach outs about the opportunity. And if you're extra and you really want to challenge yourself, do 20. Imagine if you also did this every day. OMG, what could you accomplish? I'm also curious, who actually ATM 10 people yesterday? Let us know in the comments. I'm just curious. I'm just wondering. You heard what Michelle said. She might even be willing to do a challenge where you can win a coaching call. Can you imagine having a coaching call with her? In fact, here's the thing. If you're in the VIP chat, you should be leveraging that to ask questions. If you're not in the VIP chat, why? Do you hate money, growth, and success? Do you hate rank advancing and winning in business? I'm confused. Anyway, hope you guys got value. Can't wait for day 3. What's the day 3 topic? I don't even remember, Desi. Day 3 is going to be amazing too. I know Friday's more about social media. Thursday's more about the follow-up and close. What is tomorrow? I honestly don't remember, but I know it's going to be rock solid and amazing. 1 p.m. Eastern. We will stream live in this group. And of course, as usual, the replays will be available for 24 hours. 24 hours for the ones that are free in the group. If you want access for a year, the replays, all the other resources, like we mentioned, the scripts, all the things, then you have to be VIP. So make sure you do that. We'll also upload the slide deck for each day into the Kajabi back office. All right. If you have questions, let us know in the comments, or if you're in the VIP chat, you can ask there, or you can email our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Peace.